Testing, testing. One, two, and three. Testing. All right, shalom, shalom. This is the brother Danya Allah coming back again with another lesson, giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Racha, Hakodash. Double honor to the elders and apostles, a great millstone, and shalom to the hopeful elect, the brothers and sisters that believe in this truth and fear the names of Yahweh, Yahushai. And basically, inspired to do this lesson after watching the band dot video alternative news site, the Alex Jones show. He had a one reporter on there that brought out an article on basically. Let me share my screen. Right. So, article here basically, he brought out an article to. I think this might all be the same information, but I looked it up, and basically it says no juice, and we know, while we're saying juice, no juice, no kidney, right? It says, what are the bioethics behind UC Health's decision, right? So basically here, when this guy, I can't remember his name, got into this article, is basically you don't take the juice, you die. And that's what I titled this live stream. Drink it or die, meaning take the juice, all right, the serpent juice, or die. Because this is kidneys that people may need to live, okay, or survive. But if you don't have if you don't get this juice, you can't get a kidney. Therefore, that's going to lead to what? You dying, right? So this is really the same thing that they have always done, okay? And this is what it's going to come to, man. And we're going to get some precepts going into the history with this devil and how he coerced people and forced them into accepting his agenda, okay? Real quick, let me get a precept. We're going to go to the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 1, verse 9. Very basic precept, but powerful. Right? Ecclesiastes 1 and 9. It says, the thing that hath been is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is nothing new under the sun. So nothing that's happening is new. Okay? It's the same thing, but maybe a upgraded version. All the different worships of these deities, they're the same deities, different name. The same deities, they just wrap it up in a pretty package, okay, to make it appealing. All right, but this is the same tactics that this devil uses. Another precept, real quick. Let me see here. Bear with me for a second. I have to type it in Google. So this is 2 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. Let's see if we can start. Right. So 1 Corinthians 2, and verse 11. It says, lest Satan should get an advantage over you. So to have the upper hand over you. So this devil, he has the upper hand if you have no knowledge of what he's doing or what he's about or what his plans are, right? That Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices. So we are not without knowledge of this devil's devices. We know his plans for depopulation, for genocide, all right, for his NWO, for this Carablo. We know it. The scriptures tell us what his whole end game and goal and game plan is. All right, the word devices goes into thoughts, okay, in the mind, right, or plans. When you devise something, you make a plan, right, and that starts in your mind with your thoughts. So we're not ignorant of what this devil's doing because he does he has the same MO. All right. The God complex wanting to be like the Most High, and he wants to do it through this digital all, which is that device placed under the skin to tag you, to keep track of you, okay, and basically really to tap into your mind and your spirit. All right. So that being said, let's go ahead and get this article. It says, no juice, no kidney. What are the bioethics behind UC Health's decision? It says, Leilani Lutali, which that sounds like an Italian name, was in line for a new kidney. Right? It says, that is until she received a letter from University of Colorado Health System saying that she is not to be receiving a kidney unless she is activated, right, against Crown Vic Royale. Activated against the Crown, right? It says UC Health said that the policy change was driven by the significantly higher mortality rate, which is a lie, as well as the concern that living donors should still pass a crown infection after testing negative. It said in a statement sent to CARE's sister station in Denver, 9 News. This is why it is essential that both recipient and living donor be activated or juiced and take other precautions prior to undergoing transplant surgery. It said surgeries may be postponed until patients take all required precautions in order to give them the best chance of positive outcome. So if this person doesn't take that, which let's just be quite frank, either way you look at it, the chances are slim. Okay, you can die if you don't take the juice. Okay, to get your organ, right? You can suffer from organ failure, your body shut down, and you die. Or you can get the organ, take the or let's say you could take the juice, then get the organ, and die still. So it's a lose-lose situation, right? But we can see this is the step before the digital all of Karagma. This is the step before. Okay, they're easing it in. This is the step right before, man. So let's uh let's get how this devil, got down in the ancient world. Let's go to let's go to the book of First Maccabees, chapter 1, and verse, let's say, 41. Okay? This is when ancient Israel was being colonized, so to speak, or Hellenized by the Greeks. Okay? The so called Greeks, which were Edomites. Okay? Um, First Maccabees 1 and 41. Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people, right? And that's what they want uh, in this new system of control. Okay, they want everybody to be on the same low level wavelength as them. They want everybody to be on board with his agenda. All nations, right? Like the scriptures say, he called it all worldwide, global. It says, moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people, right? So there you go. You got the melting pot in ancient Greece. Okay, America is also known as what? The melting pot. It says, and everyone should leave his laws. So all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king. So you had the other nations that agreed to doing it. They left their laws, they left their tradition, their culture, their forms of worship, and just got down with the Greek way of life. Okay, and you see that today here in America. You got so-called Asians coming over here and partaking in the Babylonian culture here in America, man. They're taking part of that transformerism, that Moism also. Okay, over here, you got the women coming over here, and instead of being, let's say, virtuous, so to speak, from, say, women from the Middle East, where they had more traditional um, upbringings, they come over here and they throw that out the window. Now they want to just, like uh, Elder Malcolm always says. Now they want to ride the cock carousel, right, and be harlots like all the women that are over here in America, right? So these are those heathens, right? Back in the ancient Greek Empire. I'll read that again. And everyone should leave his laws. So all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king. Yea, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion and sacrificed unto idols, and profaned the Sabbath. So you had heathens doing this. And then Jake joined in with them. Right? It says, let me see if I can get to the point here. Right? Let's get to the point. Let's see here. It said 49. To the end that they might forget the law and change all the ordinances. That was really for Jake, because they know if we go against the law, statutes, commandments of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, that you know they can triumph over us, right? It says, and whosoever would not do according to the commandment of the king, he said he should die, right? In the self same manner, wrote he to his whole kingdom and appointed overseers over people, commanding the cities of Judah to sacrifice city by city. So this is the same today. So basically, hey, if you don't get juiced up, you don't get a kidney, you gonna die. He puts you in a straight situation, but it's gonna get to the point where it's gonna be straight in your face, man. It's gonna be forward, man. It's either you go ahead and you take this digital all, or we're gonna kill you. The same thing, right? And he said he set up overseers. So of course you're gonna have which now you have the military that are gonna be replacing all the nurses and medical officials that are leaving because of the mandates. So you're gonna have people who are set up over particular areas to get people to take take the juice and eventually take the karama, right? So this is what it's going to be coming down to. So this is no different, right? Than basically saying, hey, if you don't take it, you're gonna die, right? But this is saying this in this article in a roundabout way, right? Let's read some of the stuff that she's saying, right? It says, I'm being coerced into making the decision is one. Hold on, let's get that word coerced real quick. Let's look that up real quick. Let's go here. Coerced. This says to restrain or constrain by force of law or authority. So, hey, in the time of the Maccabees, our people was what? Constrained and forced by the decrees and the law and authority of Antiochus Epiphanes, right? It was even to the point where he said, you can't even call yourself a Jew. So, out of fear, there's going to be Jake. It's going to be like, well, I guess I'm going to call myself a Greek. Guess I'm going to dress up like a Greek, even though I don't like it, right? And then you had Jake that was just straight up, I don't care. I'm an Israelite, okay, and from whatever tribe, and I'm not calling myself no Greek, okay, which that was honorable thing, right? It says, let's get some more from coerciere, from Latin coercere, to control, restrain, shut up together, right? From com or co, meaning together, and arciere, to enclose, confine, contain, ward off. So, hey, it's like they're putting you in a straight situation. They're enclosing. Hey, this is just like 70 AD, man, right? Where they basically cut off all the resources, and this being able to get medical help, okay, from these different facilities. You got a kidney that's failing or an organ. That's a resource. This is a resource. But since especially for our people, since we're so dependent on it, this is what's going to be the downfall of a lot of people depending on this system, especially you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, depending on this system and not depending on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Okay, so this is what's gonna get a lot of Jake hemmed up. You got Jake that's saying, oh, I ain't gonna take it, right? Wait, wait until the squeeze happens. Wait till they start taking away children. Wait till they start taking away food stamps, taking away Section 8, taking away some of your let's say some of your medicines that you're dependent on, right? Taking away your insulin if you're diabetic. Wait till they start doing these different things. When you're in a life or death situation, you ain't got no resources to survive. Okay, Jake, that don't have hope or any faith, anything to stand on to keep them stable in this time of trouble. Though the Most High has had his hand stretched out, you gonna give in. Okay, so let's go ahead and get this right here since I mentioned it. Deuteronomy 28 and 48, because this is a part of the curses, right? Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies, which the Lord Yahweh shall send against thee. Right? When do we serve our enemies? In slavery, in hunger and in thirst and in nakedness. Right? Because we was hungry, we was thirsty, and of course we was naked, okay, during slavery, which the worst slavery was what? Between Judah, Benjamin, and Levi, man. All right, and Judah especially caught the curses worse, man. It says, and in want of all things, right? So all things that we need, we gotta go to this devil for. He shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee. Right? So this is going back into slavery, but the same thing applies now. I mean, we're not enslaved in chains. We're enslaved through different legal bonds, okay? But nonetheless, we still have to go to this devil for resources, man. Right? But now, if Yahweh Shem shall be for you, then, or be with you, then you no longer have to go to this for resources, man. Okay? In a straight situation, you can rely on Yahweh Shem Yahushai, all right, to heal you of any illness or disease, or to provide you resources to survive, to sustain you. Okay? For the really for the elect, those who are going to dwell in this truth unto the end, right? So now let's go to Revelations. This will probably be the last couple of precepts I get. I'm gonna make sure I get this word here. For Mark. Right. So this is Revelations. We're going to start at Revelations chapter 13. We're going to start at verse 11. It says, and I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had two horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon. Now, America has the setup of seeming to have a two party system, to where there's two let's say classes of men, right? The Democrats and the Republicans, that could gain power or to gain authority to make decisions and dictate and judge in America, right? That's why it says two horns. Horns represent power. So you got two opposing powers here in America, the Democrats and the Republicans, In ancient Rome, it's the plebeians and the patricians, the same thing, right? So, these different politicians, they speak, it says two horns like a lamb. A lamb is innocent, soft. Let's get the symbolism of a lamb right here. This is from symbol, symbolism, and metaphor.com, right? It says the symbol of lambs. It says a lamb is a young sheep that is still weak and defenseless when unprotected and alone. Because of this, lambs are targeted by predators because they present easy prey to them. When lambs are left on their own, they either get hunted down or stuck and lost, so they need guidance. It says these are the qualities that make lambs so symbolic. They are a sign of innocence, purity, vulnerability, and sacrifice. Right? So, innocence and purity. Right? So, these politicians try to seem like they're peaceful, they're innocent, they're pure, right? But when they get into office, what do? They make all types of decrees to further enslave you and to destroy you. That's why it says he spake as a dragon. No, what's that word for dragon? Which is Dracon, right? It says a dragon, a great serpent, name of Satan. That's not what that is. This is a it says a mythical monster, a dragon, a large serpent, so called because of his keen power of sight. Root word, dirt, to see. Right, so really it's calling it says speaking as a dragon because a dragon is a fierce creature. Like Leviathan would be likened into a dragon because he's a fierce creature. Right? Dragons are fierce. So when it says he speaks like a dragon, talks about it goes into the draconian laws, right? Which that started in what ancient Greece from a guy named Draco, which the word Draco means dragon. That's also where you get the name Dracula, which means dragon. You know, I think Dracula's symbol was a red dragon or whatever. So, right. So he spake as a dragon. So he has harsh and fierce policies and laws that he creates that destroy people. So this is going to destroy this woman in this situation or cause her to die. But this is a harsh law, and it's going to get even harsher than this. So it's either you get juiced up or you die, right? So that's the draconian laws. It says, and he exercises all the power of the first beast before him, and causeth the earth and them to dwell therein, to worship the first beast whose deadly wound was healed. So that's America, man. America forth um, pushes forth all of the worship, the customs, the way of being of ancient Rome. All right, ancient Rome is that first beast, okay, whose deadly wound was healed. All right, it was healed by America, NATO, and the EU. Okay, so the United Nations with America in control. Okay. Let me see here. America at the forefront. It says, and he doth great wonders, so that he maketh fire to come down from heaven on earth in the sight of men. So that's his bombs and his weaponry, his missiles, right? And deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by means of those miracles, which he had power to do in the sight of the beast. So by these different miracles, he deceives people, okay, into giving into his agenda, all right, and believing that he, basically he's the power, right? Saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast. Now, the word image means likeness, all right? That beast being ancient Rome, okay? Like it's talked about in the Daniel the seventh chapter, right? It says to make an image unto the beast which had the wound by a sword and did live. So that image goes back into the philosophies of Rome, ancient Rome. The whole ancient Rome setup, man. How the people behave, how the government's organized, okay, the different customs, right, the different forms of worship, all of that, right? You know? So it says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause as many that would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So it's the same thing, right? So the image of the beast speaking is here in America. That's your Transformers, because you had Transformers in ancient Rome. You have a particular king, okay, who would dress up in dresses and would like to be called, referred to as a female, okay, and wanted to, he basically wanted to, he was willing to pay a lot of money for anyone who could change his plumbing, so to speak, in ancient Rome, right? The Moism, okay, from ancient Rome, speaking today in America. All right, I believe it was the ancient Rome had a government set up with a Senate. America has a Senate, right? The devaluing of the money, the same thing is happening here in America. Okay, so America and NATO and the EU, that's that new um, ancient Rome. Okay, well, America's the new Rome, and of course, Rome had you know uh, allies, so to speak, or different sections of the kingdom that was ruled by other nations. So it says, let's read it again, cause that as many that would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. So a part of that is not only going along with the agenda, but also, if you if you like your life in America, all right, you like the philosophies of America, how to get down the so-called American dream, then you're gonna take this Caragua, okay? And it's getting to the point where, hey man, they they basically demonize you for not going along with their agenda. Okay, for the alphabet community, they'll demonize you, right? If you react or retaliate or execute righteous judgment against these individuals, you'll be thrown in jail, right? But there's more and more laws that they create to limit your freedom and to destroy you for not complying with what they got going on. It says, and he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Dang, I just said it. To receive a charagma in their right hand or in their foreheads, man. To hell with it, man. These devils. Hey, Shalom, my good soldier 144 Ba. Hey, y'all by Shmiel Shabarakatah to you. Alright, so let's go back to Revelations, right? So The step before this charagma is that the juice, man, the waters, right? It says that and that no man might buy or sell, save he had the charagma, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name, right? So there you go. This individual can't get no kidneys to save her life, okay? Because she don't got the juice, you know. She can't get no kidneys, man. Right? And it's gonna come down to you can't get no food, you can't get no water, no resources unless you are activated. All right, and basically impaled. What's the word impale? Basically means to cut into. Okay, to use a pail or something that's sharp to a point and stick somebody with it. Right? So I just wanted to do a quick live stream going into that. It's coming down to the point where, hey, there's going to be a life or death situation, but the elect are going to trust in Yahweh Shem Shai. You know, we have to trust that the Lord's going to take care of us and provide us with all the resources um, that we need. Okay, that's part of the reason why we're doing this work. Okay, we're seeking after the kingdom, and the Lord's going to add all the things that we need unto us. So with that, call halal, Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Kadash, double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and Shalom to the whole elect. Shalom.